Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. As we dive into the latest buzz surrounding the Atlanta Falcons, we can't ignore what's happening across the NFC South and how it could dramatically influence the Falcons' future prospects in this upcoming season. The NFL offseason is always a period full of surprises, and this year, the buzz is all about defensive reinforcements, specifically in the secondary. The Falcons, coming off a season where their pass defense struggled to contain opponents' passing attacks, are actively looking to bolster their roster with veteran talent, and the names making waves right now are none other than Jaire Alexander and Jalen Ramsey. Both of these cornerbacks are proven stars, multiple-time Pro Bowlers, and they've shown time and again that when healthy, they can be game changers on the field. Let's start by talking about Jaire Alexander. Most Falcons fans are familiar with his name, especially considering his recent release from the Green Bay Packers. Alexander has been a staple in the Packers secondary for several seasons now, and he's widely regarded as one of the best cornerbacks in the league when he's healthy. The issue has always been injuries, unfortunate setbacks that have kept him off the field at times and hampered his consistency. Still, when he's out there, Alexander is a shutdown corner, capable of locking down the opponent's best receiver, disrupting routes, and creating turnovers. His ball skills are impressive, with multiple interceptions over his career, and his agility and quickness make him an elite coverage guy. The Packers have been trying to move him for a while now, especially after his injury-plagued season, which ended prematurely and limited his production. His release opened a window of opportunity for teams looking to add a top-tier corner without giving up a high draft pick. On the flip side, we have Jalen Ramsey, a 7-time Pro Bowler, a 3-time first-team All-Pro, and of course a Super Bowl champion with the Rams. Ramsey is often regarded as one of the best, if not the best, cornerbacks in the NFL today. His physical style of play, combined with his elite coverage skills, makes him a nightmare for offenses. Ramsey has accumulated an impressive 24 career interceptions and over 100 pass deflections, demonstrating his knack for making big plays. His leadership qualities are also highly valued, and he's known for his confident, sometimes outspoken, attitude that can elevate the entire defense. The Rams traded Ramsey last year, and since then, he's been on the trade block, with many teams, including the Falcons, expressing serious interest in acquiring him. Now, why are the Falcons so interested in these two cornerbacks? Well, for starters, their secondary has been a point of concern in recent seasons. Although Atlanta has some promising young players, like A.J. Terrell, who has shown flashes of brilliance, the overall depth and experience in the secondary could be improved. Adding a veteran with Ramsey's or Alexander's caliber would not only boost the talent level, but also bring invaluable leadership to a young and developing unit. It's no secret that having a top-tier corner can drastically change a team's defensive identity, shifting from a secondary that occasionally gets burned to one that strikes fear into opposing quarterbacks. The Falcons' coaching staff recognizes this. They understand that to compete at the highest level, especially in a division as competitive as the NFC South, you need to have a lockdown corner or two. The Saints, Buccaneers, and Panthers are all making moves, and the Falcons can't afford to fall behind. The NFC South is becoming more balanced, more talented, and more unpredictable every year, and Atlanta knows that a strategic move for a veteran cornerback could be the difference between a playoff appearance and an early exit. But what makes this situation even more interesting is the timing. The Falcons are in a prime position to pounce. They have the assets, whether it's draft picks or young players they could include in a trade, and they're motivated to act quickly. The league is buzzing about Ramsey and Alexander, and other teams are also sniffing around, which means the Falcons need to make their move before someone else swoops in and secures these high-impact players. The window of opportunity is now, and fans are eager to see if Atlanta will pull the trigger. Let's dig a little deeper into what each player brings to the table and how they could fit into the Falcons' defensive scheme. Jair Alexander's style of play is characterized by his exceptional agility and quick reaction times. He's a cornerback who excels in man-to-man coverage, often shadowing the opponent's top receiver and shutting them down. His ball-hawking ability is notable, and his knack for forcing turnovers can quickly sway the momentum of a game. If paired with the right safeties and other defensive pieces, Alexander could be part of a formidable unit that turns the Falcons' pass defense into a real strength. Ramsey, on the other hand, is a more physical cornerback, known for his press-man coverage and ability to challenge receivers at the line of scrimmage. His experience and leadership are unmatched, and he's played in high-pressure situations, including 2 Super Bowls. His presence on the field commands respect and attention, freeing up his teammates to play more aggressively. His versatility also allows him to match up against the best receivers on the opposing team, making him a true team-changing addition. Now, considering the Falcons' current roster, they have some promising pieces, but still lack that consistent, elite shutdown corner who can be trusted to handle the toughest assignments. Adding Ramsey or Alexander would elevate the entire secondary, giving the defense a much-needed boost as they prepare for another assault in the NFC South. It's also worth noting that both players have dealt with injuries. Ramsey has had some issues with hamstring strains and other minor injuries, while Alexander's recent release was directly linked to injury concerns. But the Falcons' medical and training staff are known for their excellent recovery programs, and if either player can stay healthy, their impact could be immediate. Now, let's think about the potential cost. Both players are highly valuable, and acquiring them wouldn't come cheap. Ramsey, especially, might require a significant package of draft picks, and perhaps a young player or two. Alexander might be more affordable, but still, the Falcons would need to weigh the trade-off between immediate impact and future assets. However, given the importance of the secondary and the Falcons' desire to contend sooner rather than later, many believe that investing in a proven star is the right move. Another aspect to consider is the culture and leadership these players bring. Atlanta has been building a team with a focus on young talent and developing players, but adding seasoned veterans like Ramsey or Alexander would add a new dimension of maturity and leadership. These guys are not just talented players, they are also mentors on the field, guiding the younger guys through the ups and downs of an NFL season. Their presence would be felt in the locker room and could set the tone for a more disciplined, focused defense. Looking ahead, the Falcons are entering a crucial phase. The NFC South is wide open, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers potentially rebuilding, the New Orleans Saints looking to bounce back, and the Carolina Panthers trying to find their identity with a new quarterback. The Falcons have the pieces on offense, especially with the development of their young quarterback and the receiving core, but defense wins championships. If they can solidify their secondary with a veteran star, they could be a real threat in the NFC and beyond. And what about the fan base? Falcons fans have been waiting for that breakthrough season, that moment where everything clicks and the team makes a deep playoff run. Acquiring a player like Ramsey or Alexander would send a clear message. Atlanta is serious about contending now. It would energize the fan base, bring hope, and set the tone for the season ahead. The city of Atlanta, with its rich sports history, deserves a team that can compete at the highest level, and making bold moves like these signals that the franchise is committed to winning. Of course, it's not just about adding star power. It's about building a cohesive unit on defense that can adapt to different offensive schemes, pressure quarterbacks, and shut down the pass game. The Falcons' coaching staff has been emphasizing improvements in their defensive schemes, and bringing in veteran corners with proven track records would be a huge step in that direction. They would also provide valuable experience to the younger players, like A.J. Terrell, who has shown flashes but still needs guidance and consistency. Now, let's consider the broader NFL landscape. Other teams are actively making moves, and the trade market for top-tier cornerbacks is heating up. The Jets, Chiefs, and Ravens are also known to be in the mix for Ramsey or Alexander, which only raises the stakes. For Atlanta, the key is acting quickly and decisively. Waiting too long could mean losing out on these players or paying a higher price later. The Falcons' management knows this, and fans are eager to see if they'll pull the trigger on a blockbuster trade. In the end, what makes all of this so exciting for Falcons fans is the potential transformation of their defense. A secondary featuring a healthy Jair Alexander or Jalen Ramsey could be the missing piece that elevates the team to new heights. It's about winning those close games, forcing turnovers, and giving the offense the confidence to push the pace. It's about creating a defensive identity that opponents fear. And it's about finally matching the offensive firepower with a defense that can hold up in critical moments. As we look forward to training camp and the upcoming season, the buzz around these cornerbacks remains intense. Will the Falcons make a bold move? Will they secure either Alexander or Ramsey and give their secondary the upgrade it desperately needs? Fans are watching every trade rumor, every report, and every development, eager to see their team take that next step toward greatness. The offseason is far from over, and the drama is just beginning. So, Falcons fans, keep your eyes peeled and your fingers crossed. The potential acquisition of a veteran cornerback like Ramsey or Alexander could be the catalyst that propels this team into the postseason, maybe even deeper. The NFC South is a battleground, and Atlanta has all the pieces to be a serious contender if they make the right moves now. The next few weeks will be crucial, and we'll be here, breaking down every twist and turn as it happens. This is a team on the rise, and the story is far from over. The Falcons have a real shot at redemption and greatness, but they need to act fast and smart. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all of this? Do you think the Falcons should go all in and trade for Ramsey or Alexander? Which player do you prefer, and how do you see them fitting into the team? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. The offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with these potential moves, the Falcons could be on the verge of something special. So keep the faith, keep the passion, and let's get ready for what promises to be an unforgettable season. Thanks for being with us, and as always, go Falcons!